Introducing
Hello,
Valicia
hello,
L.
everybody.
Williams.
How are you? Hope you are having an awesome and amazing day. And I forgot to get my wine glass today. But it's okay. It's okay. This is my first episode and I am a little nervous. So please, 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 bear with me on my first time jumping on here and doing my first YouTube video. All right. But I would like to welcome you all. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Valicia L. Williams, okay? And I am author of Sales Ain't That Damn Hard. You can find it on Amazon at www.salesaintthatdamnhard.com. That's the website. It'll take you directly to Amazon. And right now I am running a special on this book. So go ahead and pick it up before the price goes up. I don't want you to miss out on that. You can also find it on Kindle. Either way, go ahead and get the book. Get the book. Get the book. You're going to need the book. Get the book. So again, I'm Valicia L. Williams. I'm your sales conversation expert. And again, this is Sales Ain't That Damn Hard. Here we're going to talk about sales topics. And if you know it or not, sales is in all aspects of life. All right? You don't believe me? Look at your timeline on your Facebook page and your Instagram page where you're doing all this free marketing. So that is sales. My mother used to always tell me, oh my gosh, I don't want to do sales. And actually that's how I end up getting this book, having this topic for this book. Well, the title of the book, Sales Ain't That Damn Hard. I had a cousin of mine that said to me, because my first thing is network marketing. I do have a travel business, and I've been in network marketing for years and never made a six-figure income, mainly because I was very, very shy. Now, I've been in sales, and I can, for 2 decades, and I can talk to people directly, talk to them in a conversation piece. So that's where I am the expert at. I can talk to you in a conversation all day long. But standing in front of people doing presentations and all that stuff, that was my weak spot. But I'm getting over it. I'm getting over it. As I get older, I get over it. I'm getting over it. So WTF, it's wine time finally. I don't know what time it is in your city or your country, but it is wine time finally here. I didn't get my glass of wine, but I should have. I didn't. I will the next time. Because if y'all know, I'm a Chardonnay girl. I love Chardonnay and I love Riesling. All right. So if you ever want to send me a nice bottle of wine, send me a bottle of Riesling or Gewürztraminer. Gewürztraminer, like girls are meaner. That just flew over your head. I know it did, but it's okay. So today's topic we're going to talk about. Well, let me recap last week. Last week I was on and I was talking about customer service. Okay. So this leads up into what we're going to talk about today, a little bit of it. And the reason why I started with customer service as my first episode is because I wanted to have some girl time with my best friend, Tara, Madam Money Jackson. She's on all social media if you want to find her. She's the author of Financial Fornication and the 4 Financial Love Languages. I think that's what it's called. 4 financial languages, not love languages, 4 financial languages. That's what it's called. All right. So correction, please don't tell the man who wrote love languages that I made a mistake. Jeez. But anyway, if I'm talking too fast, I am nervous. Again, this is my first episode, but what made me really jump out there and start making the YouTube videos, I started following this phenomenal realtor out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I am licensed in a few states, but she's just so phenomenal. She likes to say that she has been a realtor since Jesus was alive or born or whatever. But we both have a child that's 29 years old. So, and I've been in real estate a little over 10 years, a little over a decade. And my first experience as a realtor, well, I was actually a buyer's agent. I would go show houses. I would do open houses and things of that nature for like the team lead or the broker that I was with, this small boutique brokerage that I was with in Atlanta. I was always nervous because to me, Atlanta was a little busy. I'm a square from Delaware, okay? Atlanta to me was really, really busy, and I was afraid of everybody. So I got over that hump, moved to California, and I was told I couldn't practice real estate because I might make too much money. So I didn't practice real estate. I came back to South Carolina, got my South Carolina license, and then started practicing real estate. This is crazy because of my relationship with my mail lady. She just walked up and knocked on my door. Bop, bop. Aren't you a realtor? And that was my first transaction in South Carolina. I had to split it with her aunt, who which she thought she was doing the right thing by letting her aunt know that she had a realtor here, and then I gave the aunt a referral fee. No problem. But I was blessed that my very first transaction immediately after taking my South Carolina state license exam was a walk up to my door. Everybody's not blessed like that. So I want to talk to you all about today. The customer service aspect kind of runs into finding a realtor. All right. And what it means to work with a realtor. So you might have a cousin or aunt or somebody said, now remember I just said something about a referral. So you always have the cousin, the aunt, the sister or brother that says, I'm in real estate. Okay. So they went and they took their national test, and they went and they took their state test or whatever state they want to practice real estate in. Awesome. Congratulations. But half the time they don't go and hang their license with a realtor until someone in the family says, I'm about to buy a house or I'm about to sell a house. Okay, so that's just a real estate agent. Realtors, on the other hand, which I am a realtor, we follow a whole different code of ethics. Okay, we have a fiduciary duty to go over and beyond and serve in our call of duty, just like a doctor, just like a lawyer does. We have raised our right hand and had that oath, okay? And that's when we are a realtor, and you'll see that R with our credentials, okay? So when you're choosing a realtor or an agent, whichever you prefer, because again, there's a difference. Make sure you find someone that you mesh with. So your realtor should do a consultation, whether it's a listing consultation when you're going to sell your house, or it's a listing consultation whether you're going to buy a house. Now that's just a conversation that you have. You're getting to know each other. You're just like breaking the ice and see if you are a good fit together. Most people are, most people aren't. Some people are just so ready to buy a house, they don't even try to check out those things. Some people are just ready to sell their house. They're not ready to check it out. They just click online, do a Google search, and just find somebody and run with them, okay? Now, knowing what you want is very, very important, okay? Knowing where area you want to live in if you're buying, knowing mainly an idea of what you want to sell your house for, because let me tell you something, the numbers are the numbers. We are in a very hyper market right now. The numbers are the numbers. Can you probably get some incentives because you put hardwood floors in? Probably. Can you probably get some incentives because you build a nice deck in the back? Probably. That's if the people are ready to pay for it. We are in a bidding war, ladies and gentlemen. Bidding war. Your numbers have to be high. Go high or go home. And don't come over here with no $500 earnest money. Don't even do $1,000. You're not serious. That's if you're buying. But if you're selling, your agent is going to know exactly where to list your home. Okay, you people who have the cousin, the aunt, the sister, and brother that's the expert that is probably never purchased a home before, or probably haven't purchased a home in the past year. Everything changes like an iPhone. Everything changes like an Android phone. It just changes. I purchased my home in 2020. It was way different than when I purchased my townhome back in the early 2000s. Okay, way different. And also, I'm a business owner, so I have to abide by small business standards, okay? It's different with lending. It's so much different, especially after 9/11. You have to understand that everything has to be documented. So all you cash appers, when you're trying to buy a home, forget about it. And Credit Karma is not your friend when you're trying to buy a house, okay? Now, when you want to say you want to buy a house, you know what you need. Make sure you're checking your credit first and being upfront and honest with your realtor. You have to, put your realtor in a place of a lawyer. They're trying to put you in front of a judge, but don't make your lawyer look crazy because you lied. The judge is the lender. Guilty or not guilty, or you just need to sit over in a corner. Please disclose everything to your realtor so that he or she can help you. If you know you can't afford a $300,000 house, don't ask to look at them. Don't even think about it. Don't ask them to send it to you. It's going to put you in a position where you just have a whole lot of spam, okay? First and foremost, like I said, the judge is the lender. It is not your realtor. They're just prepping you for the courtroom, okay? So be very, very upfront. So for instance, I had someone ask me, that, and this is, I have none of these clients. These are just experiences. I'm not trying to put people's business out there, okay? But I got to say this testimony, okay? So, client, this is just an example. This is not an actual event. Client says, I want to purchase in the $400,000 area. Okay. Now, back in the day, I would have been like, yay! Let's go. Let's go look at some houses. Yes, we've got to go out here in South Atlanta or over here in Lake Murray and go look at some houses because you want to buy a $400,000 house. No. First things first, your attorney, the realtor, needs to know what you need to present to the judge, the lender. How is your income? How is your credit? Do you have a 401k? And man, you are lucky if you have one today. Do you have an IRA? Do you have any assets? Do you have, and a car, I hate to tell you guys, is not an asset, okay? It depreciates, all right? Now, do you have a car? Are you financing it? What do you owe on the car? What is the credit limit on your credit cards? How many credit cards do you have? And so on and so forth. When you have a buyer's consultation, these are some of the things that the realtor is going to ask you, okay? Please, I beg you, please, for the sake of customer service and having a great client experience, please be upfront with your realtor so they can point you in the right direction, okay? It is okay if you're not ready to buy now. Maybe you're ready to buy in 6 months. That has happened. Maybe you have to work on your credit a little bit. That has happened. Maybe you need to pick up some extra income. That has happened. Maybe you need to put a boot on your income. That has happened. If you're going to buy the house together, no problem. Extra income. It's okay. It's life. Please don't be embarrassed. No one can help you if you're embarrassed enough not to tell your realtor and then get to the lender, which is the judge, not approved. No one wants to hear that they're not approved for a house. Nobody wants to hear that. So do your homework. Maybe you should sign with a realtor so she or he can help you with the steps so you can buy a house. Just because that realtor says you're not ready now does not mean that the next realtor is going to give you anything any better. Or if you are ready, let me back up. You can buy a house. There are lenders that will give you lending with a 580 credit score, and I believe some a little bit lower. Some of them with debt to income ratio can be as high as 65. But what would your interest rate be? Do you want to buy a house? Yes. Do you want to keep your house? Please. We want you to keep your house. I'm not going to give you put you in a situation where you're going to lose your house. I've been in the same situation. I've heard the no's. I've heard the not right nows. I've heard them all. Single mother. And even when I was married to men who didn't have the best of credit or the best of income, I've heard the no's. It's okay. It is quite all right. Mothers, you can do it. You can do it. Now, if you choose that, if there's a problem with your credit, if you choose to pay someone thousands and thousands of dollars for credit repair, be prepared. Because sometimes the bills can add up. They really can. And that's a whole nother topic that we'll talk about. It can add up. You can continue to pay them for credit repair while you are in the process of buying a house, or you can do it yourself. There's plenty of ways to do that. Again, that's a whole nother topic. All right. So when you are in your buyer's consultation or your listing consultation, if you're listing the house, it would be nice if you give us some insight of everything that's going on in the house. Please do not have your agent there for an hour and then you get to a situation where you got to knock the walls out because you forgot to keep termite work up. But we can't see it on the outside because that's not our lane. We stay in our lane. Our lane is sales. Okay. I was having a conversation with a lender the other day, and we were like, you know what? There are 3 industries that we just sometimes feel so disrespected, and that's real estate, lending, and travel agents. Because people will say, okay, I'm ready, and you're actually not. You're just picking. So anytime you start talking to an agent, let them know when in your buyer's consultation, everything that's going on with the house. Let them know that you put caulk around the staircase so it can look like it'll stay up. Okay? Because people, I'm telling you, they will walk up the stairs and they'll take the rail and they go boop just to see if it's in place. Or they'll turn knobs on doors or look at cabinets and, things of that nature. Just make sure you're upfront and honest at your listing presentation about things that you think is wrong with the house. It's a whole list of things in a property disclosure statement that you can give. If you don't know right off the top of your head, that's fine. That's what inspections are for. Lord, please get your inspections, and that's a whole different thing. All right, so now we talked about choosing a realtor, knowing what you want, and trusting your agent. Your realtor is the expert, people. They are the expert. Yes, Google has it all. Google says it all. Google knows all. She is my best friend because if I don't know the answer, I ask my homegirl Google. I surely do. I will ask her anything, all right? And you can do the same thing. So don't think just because a realtor didn't say it up front that they didn't know, you didn't ask. We can't answer a question that you didn't ask. We can't read minds. And if you happen to text somebody after 6 o'clock and they have cut their phone off for the day or cut their mind off for the day, cut their business off for the day, because salespeople need sleep. We need rest. We're dealing with contractors, vendors, a whole slew of people, a bunch of customers a day. We're lead generating, all kinds of stuff. We need rest too. So if someone kindly says, I'll get back to you tomorrow morning for that, with that question, don't be a baby. Don't be a brat. Just say, okay, and they'll get back with you. We're not supposed to talk to anybody after 8:30 anyway, unless we get permission. Okay? 8:30 at night, 8:30 in the morning. Talk to you after. But my hours of operation, I start talking to people because I have to. I have to woosah in the morning. I have to pray. I have to meditate to get my mind right for the day. I've been doing that forever. Even when I worked at Coca-Cola, I did that. Oh, excuse me, especially when I worked at BB&T, I started my day with prayer, because when I would pull up in a parking lot, that was anxiety. Okay, that's enough. All right, okay. You didn't need to know all that. But anyway, so trust your agent. They are the expert. They went to school to serve, all right? We have a fiduciary duty to work for our client. That's why you sign with us. Speaking of signing, in order to work with a realtor, there's something called an exclusive right to sell or an exclusive right to buy. These are contracts. Just because Aunt Lulu is a real estate agent and she's your aunt doesn't mean she's your agent. Okay? Now, you probably are solely loyal to Aunt Lulu. Maybe you are. That's okay. But until you have this contract signed, you're not loyal to them. Okay? To her. Also, let me just break down a couple of things in this contract, okay? All right. This contract is with you and a broker of Keller Williams. Oh, in my case, Keller Williams right now. Okay. Or whatever agency the broker is with. Okay. Whatever agency the agent is with, excuse me. There's broker duties in this contract. There's buyer duties and what buyer agrees to in this contract. There is a retainer fee, service fee, or brokerage fee in this contract, okay? And when you sign with an agent, it is a binding contract. When you have a contract with someone, there's a term of agency, which are dates on the contract, and it is binding in a court of law. People nowadays want their money, all right? So please keep in mind, when you sign this contract, whether it's through DocuSign, .loop, Zip Forms, or whatever, you signed your name on a dotted line. That means that you have hired your agent. Pay attention to the dates, because buyers are bumping around all over the internet. They're clicking on this and clicking on that. And agents are calling them right back, because we have these systems that are automated, or texting them right back. And then they go, well, I do have a pre-approval letter, so I'm going to go and look for a house with this agent. A pre-approval letter is not your binding contract. Your pre-approval or pre-qualification letter says that this is what you can afford to buy. This contract that you signed, ladies and gentlemen, says that you're going to pay the buyer's agent commission within the term of the dates on the contract, okay? So just because you clicked on something on Facebook and an agent called you and they say, are you working with an agent? They go, yes. Most agents who are, who have integrity, they'll go, did you sign an agency agreement? And if you're truthful and you say yes, that agent says, well, unfortunately, I'm unable to work with you, and make sure you check out the dates on that and then call me back, right? If you're not actually still under contract. Other agents will go, well, I can get you more money. So what does your pre-approval say? These are the ones that are without integrity. What does your pre-approval say? Oh, it says you can buy a house for $300,000? Sure. Let me go ahead and set you up some houses to look at. Or if you see any houses, we'll go and look at them. And here you all, yay, 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 yay. Or they're getting you more money from another lender and you didn't even look at this contract. So the other agent that you have signed the contract with can actually come after somebody for their commission, because it takes a lot of work to run a buyer's agency a buyer's agent business. It does. It takes a lot. It's gas. It's time. It's running around. It's promoting. It's a whole lot of stuff. Open houses. A whole lot of stuff to be a buyer's agent. And so you want to respect the realtor that you are dealing with in the beginning. Respect their time. Respect the contract. Again, it's a binding contract in a court of law. Signature, dates. Pay attention to that. Now, with your listing agreement or contract to sell, same thing. You're signing it saying that you want this agent to list your house, right? So, if you get upset with your listing agent because they're taking too long, look at the times, look at the dates, remember you signed, and see when the listing expires and how long after that listing you have to wait in order to list again. First and foremost, make sure you send a letter or an email to the broker or give them a call. Sorry, everybody. Sign a letter, send a letter or send an email to the brokerage, not just an agent and not a text message, but a signed document, email, whatever. Send that to the broker, to the brokerage, so that you can get a release of contract. A release of contract is another binding piece of document in a court of law. Okay? Now, you have signed your contract, you know the dates and everything, and you can go ahead and get going, okay? That is how you connect and choose your realtor. You can get it going. Go ahead and buy your house. Go ahead and sell your house. Now, if you want to get in contact with me, my number is 803-262-1401. If you press option 9, you'll get right to me. But like I said, choose your realtor and choose them wisely so that you can have the best home buying and our best selling experience and have that customer relationship. You know what I mean? And a lot of my clients end up being really good friends of mine. Matter of fact, stay tuned. I'm about to have a client appreciation mixer, and the location and the date and time, it's going to be probably around March-ish, around my birthday. So everybody know I love to celebrate. Anyone who knows me, I love to celebrate for a whole year. So look for my customer appreciation mixer. And you all who are in sales, it is not that damn hard. We just have to gain our respect and keep it. All right, you all, have an awesome and amazing day. Thank you. Testing.